Hey guys, welcome to the channel. So I'm out with the Honda XR250L 1994. This bike is 30 years old and really good shape. When I got it, it had 1,800 miles on it. Original tires, Yokohama original tires, which are still really good. It's been garage kept, so that's probably why. But I did have to clean the carburetor. I changed the front and rear brake fluid. I put another chain on the back. I changed the oil and filter, cleaned the bike totally up, so it should be ready to go. We're going to take it up through here and go up this car canyon, go up on this mountain, see how it does. But I've already rode it out here, which was 7 miles to this road, and on the highway, I mean, this thing's sweet. It actually runs 65 like it ain't nothing. I didn't try to go any faster, but it runs 65 out through there just great. Now, of course, the bike it's all stock and stock gearing, so nothing's just changed. We're going to see how it handles on some gravel. Nothing extreme, but I mean, so far it runs pretty good. It's got a little funny acting, like it idles down and idles good, but when you let off the throttle, it takes it a while to idle down. So I'm not sure exactly what that is yet. But other than that, it runs really good. It's 1035 up through here. I think the speed limit up through here is pretty slow. And I don't have a jacket on. I've just got my jersey on, so it may be cold up in here on this mountain. The other day, it was covered in snow up there. Of course, the sun melted it off, but it's going to be 75 down here today in southern Arizona. The trees is definitely turning colors. Pretty cool. But oh man, this thing is smooth. I mean, I swear, I mean, maybe just in my head, but it feels a lot smoother than the 300L as far as smooth ride. But I think the suspension's probably better on this. I mean, the rear, I actually cranked it up and stiffened it up a little bit and set the sag for myself. And then it's got a compression and rebound adjustment on the rear. The front, you can put air in the forks. I think you can put like up to 6 pounds, and that stiffens the front up, which is something that you don't have nothing on the 250L, CRF 250L, or the CRF 300L. This is where we usually combine. It's like deer out here everywhere in these people's yard. Don't know if there is this morning, but I wouldn't doubt it. Yep, there they are. There's one right out there. There's usually deer and turkey. Let's see one this morning. But I may be a little late. What time is it? Oh yeah, it's like 10 o'clock. 15 after 10 in the morning, so I think they're probably out here early usually. Oh, now we hit the gravel. I want to see how this thing soaks up these bumps and the washboard. I'd probably need to play with the rebound and compression on it. I think the compression, I messed with it last night. I just see how it turned the knob and it was all the way on stiff. So I may not need that. And it's not a powerhouse. It definitely don't have the power that the 300L has. No doubt about it. What in the world? There's somebody right. Uh-oh. Road work ahead. Can I go around them? Maybe. I'll go for an asking. Oh, okay. No problem. All right. Are they fixing it? We're grading the road up there? Yeah. Yeah. All right. All right. No problem. No problem. Oh, oh, so he went on. Oh, okay. Oh, you kind of figure when this is sitting in the road, probably closed. Oh, okay. Okay. So much for that. The road's closed for about 30 minutes. That's not too long. I could actually go a little ride and then come back. So it's 10:15 now. And then come back 30 minutes later. Or I could go on down to another one. So this is probably the first time this thing's ever been on gravel. From the looks of the tires, they have no scratches or scuffs like, gravel makes on tires. So definitely wouldn't be surprised if it ain't the first time. Take this little trail here. Just want to try it on a little bit of off-road, not like hardcore stuff, but just to see how it does. Now, these stock tires, I can tell you, they're not going to be that good because they're not very aggressive. They're probably a 50-50 tire. And it don't help too that I've still got 22 pounds of air in these tires. But I can't let them down because I could guess it, I reckon, but I don't have no gauge with me right now. Yeah, it's kind of rolling around like marbles under the tires here, but it's not horribly bad yet. Definitely it's stiffer than my 300L, and that's because we'll try this compression a little bit. Man, it's really stiff. Plus the front forks, I have them aired up. Let's turn this compression down a little bit. Let's go towards soft and see what happens. We'll just go all the way soft and see what happens. Oh, I kid you not, it actually works. I mean, the first few bumps I could tell. It's definitely softer on the compression for the rear. Of course, the rebound probably needs change, but that definitely softened it up. A little ledge rock here. No problem climbing that little hill. I mean, the noise of this bike, it's probably not, it's a little bit louder than the 300L or 250L. It does still have the baffle in it. It's all totally bone stock. I can see this bike being fun. Now, the cool part is you can feel it. This thing is lighter weight, 260 pounds. It's quite a bit lighter than the 300L, and you feel it. And it's skinnier. It feels a lot more as far as fun. Should I try a hill climb on this thing? This is actually, I know it ain't gonna look like it on the camera. That's a pretty good climb. It's steep, but we're gonna try it. Heck, that ain't no problem. No problem whatsoever. Super sweet. I like that. You see the balloon up in the sky? The blimp. Now, these mirrors kind of stick out more than the One's like on a 300L, 250L. You can hear this thing idling. It actually sounds pretty good. It's idling right there. So you see how I really cleaned this thing up, and basically it was just dirty because it had sit in the garage. You know, it collects dust, and then the dust just kind of stuck to it and dried out. And so I took a brush and cleaned it all, washed it real good with soap, and there really wasn't no grease anywhere, hardly no grease spots. There is now where I put that chain on and I lubed that chain, but you can see it splattered on the back wheel back there. Actually sounds good. This thing runs like a beaut, and you can see that it's not really scuffed up. There's some scratches here. I think what this is. You see those scratches? That's from when you kick it, and if the lever is in, it comes back there, and that lever scratched right across the frame. Otherwise, it wouldn't be scratched there. But super clean little booger. I like it. It's such a fun bike too. It's so light and nimble. I remember back when I had the XR250R, which is essentially the same bike. It had that same bag. Didn't have this big of a tail light, but it didn't have the license plate or turn signals, none of that, because it wasn't street legal. But that thing was fun. The problem I had with it back then, in 1994, was I bought it to ride with guys that had CR 250s and YZ 250s and stuff, and they'd smoked me. They'd leave me sitting in the dust. So what I did was, after being riding with all the two-stroke guys, I ended up getting rid of it. I bought a used 1990 CR500. I didn't have no problem with power keeping up with them two-strokes we got then, because that beast eat everybody's lunch. Now, I wasn't as good a rider as some of them, but sure had a good time riding with guys like Brian Robbins, Rusty Cornelius, and I think he had a 500 quad racer back then, but it was pretty fun. A lot of good times on the old XR 250R I had. Rusty, if he watching this, he'll remember probably when I had that bike brand new. Long time ago. Or Scott Young, one of them guys. It's pretty cool up here. Neat little place. It don't really go nowhere, just up in here, but it's cool to come see. Well, let's get this thing back on the road. I'm definitely not used to that kickstart anymore. I thought them was days long gone by, but here I am with a kickstart bike. Kickstart and carburetor. It's kind of fun just to get out and ride something like this, bring back memories, especially if it's something like this that you've owned before. Like I owned one before, so it's kind of neat. I definitely made the difference when I changed that compression on the rear. I think I need to soften up the front just a bit. Let a little bit of air out of them forks, and that would probably help. Might try that here. See what happens. Problem with doing this is I don't have a gauge, so I can't set them both exactly the same. Just gonna put just a bit out there. The max is 6 pounds, and I think I put 5. It won't take much, I know that. Well, I have that pretty close to the same amount on both of them out. Just kind of a touch of the valve core. 2 times on each one. Let's see what she does now. Here we go. Where we stop, nobody knows, huh? Yeah, that helped. That helped. Softened the front up a little bit. It was just too stiff for this kind of rocks. Might be good if you was jumping, but I'm not a jumper anymore, so don't need it to jump. I just need it soft, but yet not bottom out all the time. It probably ain't gonna bottom out as bad as the XR250L does. It's kind of rough through here, as you might be able to tell. Of course, helps a lot to stand up. All these are rocks. We will head back out of here. So airing down the tires would help a lot. I wasn't riding with 22 pounds, and I can feel that they're hard. But there ain't no sense in airing down. I'm already back to almost to the paved road down here, where I'd have to air them back up, so I just leave them alone. So this bike is super fun, super easy to ride. What did I do? Must have knocked my mirror on a branch. I didn't even realize it. So I can tell the bike, just by riding it, it's running better now. It was a little bit rough. Still got a little bit of hesitation, but that's what it needs. It needs to be rode. Super cool. I love this bike. It's a lot of fun. So thank you all for watching. Keep watching my series on this bike and my 300L videos. Got lots more to come, riding with the boys stuff. I want to take this one out in the desert and ride too before long. Just try it out. But I'll definitely air down the tires. I got the suspension a lot better. I just need to set the front ones the same. But thank you all for watching. Click the thumbs up, subscribe down below. Please comment, what do you think of the Honda XR250L? We'll catch you on the next one. Ride on. Check out these deer right here. There's 2 deer right here under these trees. They're eating the leaves off those trees. That's what they're doing.